Hey guys, DIY Maniac. In today's video, I'm going to be showing you how to replace the light bulbs on your dome light or map lights for your CM generation Hyundai Santa Fe, so 2007 to 2012. In this particular model, it'll be on the Hyundai Santa Fe model with the sunroof. I'm pretty sure the non-sunroof models have the same setup with the individual map lights, one for driver, one for passenger. So I'm going to be showing how to remove the center console here with the map lights and sunglass holder, and how to get the old bulbs out and put the new ones in. You might be asking, well, John, why are you changing the light bulbs? Are they burnt out? The answer is no. What I'm doing is I'm taking out the old 10-watt incandescents, and I'm going to be putting in nice bright white LEDs. They're T10. They're the push style light bulb. But you'll be seeing as I take them out what they look like. So as you know, with the incandescent light bulb, it gives kind of a yellowish light. I want a nice bright light that will really illuminate down. So to give you an example of the differences, I actually have one LED bulb already installed. I went ahead and did that already because I wanted to show you guys the difference between the two. So if we look at the typical old 10-watt incandescent bulb, you can see it has that yellowish look like you would expect. And the LED bulb, however, has that nice, I don't know how well it's going to show up on the phone, but you can see the difference if I put both on. One's a nice bright white and the other one's the yellow. It doesn't do it justice in the video, but at night when the LED bulb is on, it really gives it a nice white light shining up everything. So I'm going to go ahead and show you how to remove this center console. I'm also going to put some still images of where I got the light bulbs, the LED ones, the T10s on eBay. So I'll put a photo right after this segment so you guys could see the part number and where to order it. So I'll put that photo up now, and then we're going to go off with the video on how to remove the center console. So when you're looking up at the dome light, you're going to see your two map lights, your sunroof control, as well as your sunglass holder. So what you're going to want to do is open up your sunglass holder, like you typically would. And if you look up inside, you're going to see two Phillips screws. You can see one there and one over there. So what you're going to want to do is remove those two Phillips screws. And that's going to allow you now to pull this whole map light sunglass holder assembly out as one unit. So I'm going to go ahead and remove those screws. I'll show you as I'm doing that and show you how easy it is to get that unit out. So once you've gotten your two Phillips screws removed, you can see mine are removed, you're going to want to pull this whole assembly out. Now, the way it's done, with the screws removed, it releases the front leading edge to be able to be removed. The back edge, there's no fasteners or screws. It's just two plastic tangs, like a fork that fits under the headliner to hold it in place. So what you're going to want to do is drop the leading edge down and slide the unit forward to release those tangs in the back. And you're going to see how that's done. So you could grab by the sunglass holder and gently wiggle. Take your time. You don't have to force. It comes out pretty easy. Once you get it out quite enough, you get your fingers in there. You don't have to pull from the sunglass holder anymore if you don't want to. You can actually end up closing that. Get your hand in behind it and gently pull down. And you see it releases, but that edge is still held in place by those tangs. You're going to pull down and pull forward. And you can see what I was talking about, those two plastic fingers that hold it in place right there. And you can actually now just let this whole assembly just drop. You don't even have to disconnect the wiring harnesses. So if we look here, we could see our two light bulb sockets, one right here, and for the other map light right there. And it's your typical quarter turn socket style for light bulb. So you give it a little quarter turn as such, and the light bulb comes out, and you can see your push style light bulb. It's the 10-watt style. So what you're going to do is pull that light bulb out of the socket. So I'm going to go ahead and do that now. So to take it out, it's pretty straightforward. You're going to grab the socket with one hand, the light bulb with the other, and it pulls right out. Can't get much easier than that. So you're going to take your old incandescent light bulb out and put it aside. You're then going to take your new LED bulb, the T10. This is the one I got off eBay. So you can see it has a 9 LEDs on it. It's a 5-watt bulb. So you're taking out a 10, you're putting in a 5, but it's even at 5 watts, it's brighter than the 10 watt you're taking out. You could put a more powerful LED if you want. I find the 5 watt is more than enough to give ample lighting that I need. Now, once we have our LED in hand, it's pretty simple. You just put it in and you push it in like that. The thing to remember is with the LED bulb, there is a positive and a negative. So if you push it in, say this way, you hook everything back up before putting that map light assembly back in place and putting the screws back in. Check the dome light, push the map light button, see if this lights up. If it doesn't light up, it's because you got it reversed. Simply take it out, turn it around, so you're reversing positive and negative, put it back in, put your light back into the assembly, try your dome light again, and it should work this time. So you always want to confirm that. I hate for you guys to put everything back together and then realize you have the polarity wrong on the bulb itself. So as you can see, it's very straightforward on how to get that in and out. So now putting it back in is the reversal of what we just did to take it out of the assembly. So we're back at our assembly. We have our LED light bulb that's now been installed into the socket. We're just going to basically do the exact same thing. We're going to put the bulb back in, line up our little locking tabs, and give it that quarter turn. You heard it, it goes click, and that's it. And the light bulb's in. And to put the assembly back in, it's going to be the reverse of how we took it out. We're going to start with the back edge first. So those little plastic fingers are going to go in under the headliner as such. And then we're going to push up on the front edge as we push back. And it goes into place. Get everything seated nicely. You're then going to open your sunglass holder. And you're going to put in your 2 Phillips screws. So that's what I'm going to do now, put those in. So as you can see, guys, it's very straightforward on how to get the old ones out and the new ones in. Like I said, for myself, I like it. It gives a nice brighter white light. Is it needed to do? No. But if one of yours burn out, at least now you know how to do it. So like I said, earlier in the video, I put the still image of where I got it on eBay. But there's tons of examples. You can maybe even find them locally, those LED bulbs. So it's up to you guys how you want to go about sourcing them. So guys, that's the video. It's a very short video, but I thought it was an interesting one for you to see how it's done. If you have any questions or comments, leave them down below. Thanks again, guys, and keep looking out for the new content.